The moment you stop chasing her, you don't just walk away from the relationship, like you take back her power. And that's when she panics, not because she lost love, but because she lost control. And trust me, that hits harder than heartbreak. You remember the little things, right? The way you always answered at midnight, the way you rearranged your plans just so she could feel safe. At the time, it felt normal. You thought it was love. She thought it was proof she mattered. But there's a point, a quiet, simple point where giving becomes wasted. You stop because staying cost you peace. Not for show, not to punish, just because you've finally chosen yourself. That moment when you're physically there but emotionally checked out, it confuses her. She's used to you orbiting her world. Your reactions were predictable. Texts, calls, good mornings, tiny sacrifices. They made a rhythm. She learned the rhythm. She learned how to step in and out without consequence. Then one day the rhythm stops. Not with a scene, not with a fight, with calm. And calm is the hardest thing for someone who built a mojo off your need. Because calm can't be argued with. Calm doesn't beg. Calm rewrites the rules without saying a word. Here's how it really goes down. The stages she passes, through when she finds out you're done. Knowing this doesn't make you cruel. It just helps you understand human nature. So listen. 1. Confusion. When a woman first notices that you're no longer the same, it doesn't hit her as heartbreak. It comes as confusion. She's used to your constant attention, your quick replies, your check-ins, the way you asked if she ate or if she got home safe. All those small gestures made a rhythm, and she danced to it without even realizing it. Then suddenly the rhythm changes. You're still there, but quieter. You don't respond in minutes anymore. You don't ask as many questions. You're not as available. She feels something's off, but she can't place it yet. So she tells herself stories. He's probably tired. Work must be crazy. He's just distracted. She convinces herself this is temporary because in her mind, you always come back. That's the cycle. That's the pattern. You give, she accepts. Sometimes even takes it for granted. And when she pulls away, you chase. She knows the script, but now the script isn't playing out. And that's what bothers her. The confusion lingers. She might shrug it off during the day, but at night when she's scrolling, when she's alone, she feels that silence louder than before. She rereads old texts, sees how often you used to reach out, and wonders why you're not doing it now. It's not love that drives this confusion, but it's expectation. She expects you to be there. And when you're not, her mind starts working overtime. Confusion is dangerous because it breeds curiosity. Curiosity becomes questions, and questions grow into doubt. Why isn't he reacting? Did something happen? Or worse, has he moved on? And right there, the seed is planted. She's no longer certain of her hold on you, and that's the very first crack in her comfort zone. 2. Irritation. Confusion doesn't sit quietly for long. Once she realizes you're acting different, irritation shows up. See, she was comfortable when you played your role, when she knew she could test your patience, pull away, even ignore you, and you'd still show up like clockwork. But now, the man who always reacted doesn't react the same. That unsettles her. Irritation looks small at first. She might post something designed to get under your skin, a picture with friends, a quote about moving on, or a casual story that seems innocent but is meant for your eyes. She's testing you. She wants proof that you're still affected. If you respond, even with the slightest emotion, she feels back in control. But if you stay calm, if you don't flinch, the irritation grows. Think about it like this. She's tapping the glass to see if the fish will move, and when it doesn't, she taps harder. That's when the subtle digs start. She may tease you, ignore you for longer, even flirt with others in your presence, not because she truly cares about them, but because she's trying to provoke you. Your irritation always meant she still mattered, but now your silence is stronger than her games. The irritation isn't really about you. It's about her ego losing ground. She's used to being the center of your emotional world. And when you stop giving that energy, she feels the absence like a splinter. Small at first, but annoying enough to push her into actions she wouldn't normally take. and that irritation, it's proof she's starting to feel the shift. 3. Performance. Once irritation doesn't get the reaction she wants, the performance begins. This is when she puts on her best show. Think selfies, glamorous posts, suddenly more active on social media. She looks like she's thriving, like she's living her best life. But behind that stage curtain, she's checking to see if you're watching. The performance isn't about happiness, it's about control. She wants to control how you see her now. She wants you to question if she's really moved on, if she's really that unbothered. But here's the trick. Performances are never for the crowd. They're always for the one person the actor wants to impress. And in this case, that person is you. She may even try to act extra nice when you're around, pretending nothing's wrong, laughing louder, looking better, shining brighter. She's creating an image, not because she's actually glowing up, but because she needs you to see her as untouchable. Yet the very fact she's performing means she cares. Indifference doesn't need an audience. Ego does, and this stage is fragile. Because when the applause doesn't come from you, when you don't validate the show, the mask starts to slip. That's when her inner panic starts creeping close. 4. Pride cracks. The first real wound she feels isn't in her heart. It's in her pride. That's something most men don't realize. She doesn't panic because she lost love. She panics because she lost her influence over you. For a long time, her pride was built on being wanted. Your consistency, your attention, your willingness to be there gave her a sense of power. She could push and pull knowing you'd adjust. But once that changes, once you don't bite the bait, her pride takes a direct hit. She starts asking herself questions, not the romantic kind, but the ego-driven kind. Why isn't he chasing? Did he find better? Am I not enough anymore? This isn't heartbreak, it's humiliation. Because the woman who once felt like she could predict your every move suddenly realizes she has no control. And pride, once cracked, doesn't heal easily. It shows up in subtle ways. Maybe she withdraws a little, tries to act like she's above it all. Maybe she doubles, down on her games, but inside the crack is spreading. What you need to understand is that pride breaking isn't the end. It's just the start of the real shift. Because when pride is hurt, it pushes her into deeper territory. 5. Nostalgia. This is where her memory plays tricks on her. Suddenly, the same things she once ignored now feel priceless. The good morning text she left unread, the thoughtful calls she brushed off, the late night talk she found annoying, they all start glowing in her mind. She remembers them as rare, special, irreplaceable. It's not love fueling this, it's loss. When something is gone, the mind paints it in gold. She edits the past, cutting out the boring or the painful parts and highlighting the moments where she felt most valued. That's nostalgia at work. She starts comparing. Other guys don't text the way you did. They don't notice the little things. They don't care with the same detail. And the irony, she once thought you were too much. Now she misses the very much she pushed away. Nostalgia is powerful but dangerous because it makes her chase the memory, not the reality. She doesn't misses how you made her feel, and that difference matters. 6. Obsession, confusion, irritation, performance, pride, nostalgia. All these stages build into one thing, obsession. She starts checking your profile more. She replays old conversations. She asks mutual friends about you. She wonders where you are, what you're doing, who you're with. It's not always love that fuels obsession. It's the loss of control. She once had emotional dominance. She could affect your mood, your energy, your schedule, but now you're unreadable, and nothing drives the human mind crazier than unpredictability. The obsession can take many forms. She may reach out directly. She may start acting nicer, hoping to reel you back. Or she may throw more bait, jealousy, traps, sudden stories, random just checking in texts. What she's really doing is scrambling to restore her position. Because in her mind, losing That position means losing her identity. Obsession is messy, it's desperate, and it often reveals what her real attachment was built on: ego, not love. 7. Panic into action. Finally, when confusion, irritation, performance, pride, cracks, nostalgia, and obsession all mix together, it spills over into panic. This is where she feels the urgency. She realizes her old ways don't work anymore. The control she thought she had is gone, and that shakes her. Panic pushes her to act. Maybe she apologizes. Maybe she promises change. Maybe she suddenly starts showing effort she never gave before. And here's the trap. Sometimes she does it not out of genuine love, but out of fear. Fear of losing the version of herself she felt when you adored her. The panic can look like honesty, but don't mistake it too quickly. A person in panic wants relief, and once the panic fades, old habits can return. That's why your calmness, your clarity matters more here than ever. If you've truly moved on, you'll see he are actions for what they are. If she's real, she'll prove it with consistency, not just emotion. And that's the final stage, panic into action. Not because she can't live without you, but because she can't live with the reality that she lost control. So what really happens when a woman finds out you're done with her? It's not love she feels first, it's loss of control. It's her ego cracking before her heart even notices. It's the memory of your attention suddenly painted as rare and priceless. It's her mind spinning, not because she misses the relationship, but because she misses the version of herself when she was the center of your world. And here's the truth. You need to hold on to her panic, her nostalgia, even her sudden effort. None of it should blind you to one thing: your peace. Because the moment you stopped begging to be chosen, you started choosing yourself. That's not revenge, that's freedom. Remember, the loudest statement you can ever make is silence backed with self-respect. That silence will echo louder in her mind than any speech you could ever give. If this hit you deep, don't just watch and scroll. Drop a comment below. Which stage do you think hurts the most? Confusion, pride, or nostalgia? I'll pin the best responses. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next breakdown. Because trust me, we go even deeper into the truths no one else will say out loud. And if you felt this message, share it with someone who needs the reminder. Peace isn't found in chasing